The BYU Telefund employs 75 students who work hard to raise a ton of money for a good cause. BYU Weekly's Lillian Cano got the inside look of what they really do at LDS Philanthropies.
BYU Telefund has about 80,000 conversations with alumni each year, and each conversation has a specific mission.
Our goal is to instill the spirit of the Y through a positive giving experience. And so our calls, though the end goal is to fundraise and receive needed funds for the university, we also just really like to bring the alumni back to BYU.
The Telefund is just one part of BYU annual giving, and they raise money to help students with scholarships and other priorities the university might have.
People receive so much while they're here, so much of tuition is subsidized, and just is a great opportunity for people to give back and help the students who are here following in their place, continuing on in the great legacy of what BYU is.
The callers work hard to have a unique conversation with each alumnus, and they all have a firm testimony of giving.
Well, one of the big things that we have with annual giving is giving helps a giver, and that is something that I learned on my mission, especially that if learning to give does help you, and it does help the person who receives that. And that is something that we do try to stress with the alumni of the university.
To give them that opportunity to give back, it helps the school out and helps the students out. More so than that, helps the alumni just to get that feeling of giving and to remember what BYU is all about.
So far in 2011, the BYU Telefund has received about 30,000 donations and raised over $1.4 million. These student callers work hard to make sure they instill the spirit of the Y in each call.
The Telefund, especially BYU Telefund, it's different than any other Telefund because we're so devoted to instilling the spirit of the Y, and we're not just asking for money, we want to remind people of their experiences that they had at BYU.
This room full of college students have a lot of perks working here, and they also love what they get to do on the job.
My favorite thing about the Telefund is really just talking to the alumni. They're a really animated group of people. They're really passionate about the school and the things and the experiences that they've had here at BYU. And it's just good to see, that BYU, it ranges across not only people, but across countries, and just hearing all the experiences and how happy they are to hear from a student at BYU. And so I think that's just really great for them, and a lot of people are really excited to talk to us.
Some people may think that they have to give a large amount to make a difference, but that's not necessarily the case here.
If everybody that we talk to each week gave $10, that'd be 4 extra scholarships each week for the students here on campus.
You can donate to BYU Annual Giving by visiting their website at giving.byu.edu. Lillian Cano, BYU Weekly.